everyone, I'm Rohan from Eclipse JCube team and I'll be presenting Sprint 193 review. This sprint we continued working on 1.1.0 features and some bug fixing based on the feedback received from community on Eclipse JCube side. On Kubernetes client we released two alpha version of 5.0.0 and we are still working on 5.0.0 milestone to improve custom resource handling and code generation. We are also coordinating with middleware for operator SDK related discussions. Today for this demo we'll be showcasing the Kubernetes debug goal improvements. So far Kubernetes Maven plugin and OpenShift Maven plugin used to rely on REST API for most of its operations, but we had this debug goal that used to rely on kubectl and OC binaries for port forwarding. We have refactored this and now it's relying on REST API as well. So let's jump to the demo. Okay guys, for demo I'm back in my terminal now. So I'll start with removing kubectl and OC. I'll probably move them to some other location so that they don't get detected. Let's say downloads. So if I do kubectl get pods, it's not able to recognize it. Alright, for demo I'll be using this Quarkus Studio application and I'll be deploying it to Kubernetes using JCube, and for checking the status of application I'll be using the Kubernetes dashboard provided by Minikube. So let's go to my terminal then. Let's go to the application. Okay, first let me give you a short overview of the application. I have it as it is as on GitHub, but I customized it to add some Postgres database fragments since it relies on Postgres. I am having a standard Kubernetes Maven plugin configuration in Kubernetes profile. So let's go ahead and try to deploy this application. So I'll just do mvn-ks deploy. Alright. Alright, so it's generating the manifests now and it's building the image as well. Okay, and it applied them to the cluster too. So let's check our dashboard and see what's the status. Okay, so looks like the application is deployed. Alright, let's check the service. Okay, it created the service as well. Alright, so let's try to open our application. Alright, so let's add some to go for run. Water plants. Alright, it seems to be working fine. So it also has a health endpoint which we can check, which provides a basic output of the usage. Now that our application is running, let's try to debug it using the debug goal. So I'll be closing this for now and I'll be issuing the ambient Kubernetes debug goal, which used to rely on kubectl binary earlier. So I'll be issuing the goal now. Okay, so it's saying that you can try connecting from your IDE. So I'll be going back to my IDE now. I'll be adding a debug configuration. Remote. Alright. Debug config. Apply. Okay. Let's try to set a breakpoint somewhere. Let's say I'm setting a breakpoint here in the health API endpoint. And okay, alright, so let's try to debug. Okay, it's saying it's connected. So let's try to hit this health endpoint again and let's see whether we get our debug control here or not. So okay, alright, so we are here We hit the application endpoint, and now we are here inside our ID, and we can now debug our application as usual. You can check this values, and you can proceed with debugging it as you want. So okay, let me resume it from here, and I should be able to see the response. Alright, okay, so as you can see, now we were able to debug our application without relying on kubectl. So this concludes the demo. Thanks a lot for watching.